Okay, so completing the BOI report for FinCEN. To find that, you can just simply Google FinCEN BOI, FINCEN space BOI. It'll bring you to these links. So right here at the top, Beneficial Ownership Information Reporting. Click on that. It will take you to the FinCEN website. Now, this is not a tax filing. It's not filed with the IRS. It's a legal filing that's filed with the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network Division of the U.S. Treasury. So it really has nothing to do with taxes or the IRS, complete different government department. If you have questions about this, since it's a legal filing, it's best to consult an attorney, or they do have a really deep Q&A question here. So under this prepare box, how do I file? If you click on that, it will bring up this website here that has all these frequently asked questions, quite a few of them. So if you have questions on it, you can go there or consult an attorney. The purpose of this walkthrough is just to show how to file a really simple, basic report, maybe one or two owners, nothing complicated, nothing foreign, just very simple and basic, and we'll talk about that as we go through it. So to file the report, just click here, File a Report using the BOI e-filing system. It will take you to this page where you can then either click BOI e-filing, get started, or File BOIR. Either of these links will take you to the same spot. We'll click this one. Then you have two options here. You can either download a PDF, fill it out, and then upload it and submit it that way. That requires Adobe Reader, or you can just do it all online, which is the simpler option in my opinion. So we'll just do it online. Then we come to our first question of the BOI report. And it says, what type of filing is this? Is this an initial report? Are we filing it for the first time? Are we correcting a prior report? Updating a prior report? Maybe a change in ownership, or maybe a change in we'll get into, you have to upload your identifying number documentation for that, either a driver's license or a passport. And if that expires, you have to then come in and update that report, or a newly exempt entity. Now, one thing that's really nice about this is if you hover over any of these things, as we go throughout this entire thing, if you hover over anything, a little prompt will come up just helping you understand what each of those are. For our purposes here, we'll click Initial Report. We're filing our initial. Next, then we get into the reporting company information. So this would be the entity, the LLC, the corporation, the partnership. There's the request to receive a FinCEN ID. We're going to leave that blank. We don't need a FinCEN identification number. We're just preparing one report here. We're not a foreign pooled investment vehicle. I'm not even sure what that is. If you have some kind of a foreign investment or some kind of foreign owners in there, I would definitely consult an attorney or look at those frequently asked questions on the website. So then we get to reporting company legal name. This would be the name of the legal name, whatever was registered with the state, not a DBA. We can get into DBAs next, but what is the legal name? If you looked up on the state website, the registration, what did you register your name with? We're just going to put your legal name here. I'll say your legal company. This company, legal company name here. Then you can put alternate names. If you have a DBA or something, you can list multiples there if you have multiples. Tax identification type. So for an entity that has an EIN, you can select EIN. If you have, say, an LLC that doesn't need an EIN, doesn't file its own tax return, you can use your Social Security number for that instead. For our purposes, we'll just select EIN. Then you put in a 9-digit number. It doesn't want the dashes that are normally in an identification number, and so we'll just put 9 nines in here. It needs to be a 9-digit number, no dashes. Put that in there. Jurisdiction of formation. So select a country. So we are in the United States for this. And then you put the state. Every entity is formed in a specific state. We'll put Utah for ours. And you can see that it starts to gray things out as they don't apply. And so here it would recognize if there was a foreign tax. So if you put like foreign ID number, it would ask what country that you're in. We're just doing it basic, simple United States example. And then, if you put that you're a tribe, it would have other things there. So we'll skip all that. Then the address, current U.S. address of the business. So let's say that the business has its own address. let's say it's 123 Fake Street in Salt Lake City, Utah. And then we'll put, you need to put United States in there, and then the state, Utah, and then the zip code. Okay. So that is the information for our business, the reporting company. Then we go to company applicants. So this is if it was an existing reporting company. And if we hover over that, it explains to us that if our company was created or registered before January 1st, 2024, then do not check the box if the company was created or registered after January 1st. So this box is only for companies that were created or registered before January 1st, 2024. That's the box we're going to pick. We're going to just assume that this company existed before 2024. We have a due date of January 1st, 2025. So when we click that button, it lets us know, hey, attention, when an existing reporting company is indicated, all company applicant fields will be cleared disabled. Do you wish to continue? Yes. So that means all of this is now disabled. We can skip this entire screen because our company existed before that date. So we'll click next. Now, this is the beneficial owner information. The whole purpose of the report is to find out who owns all of these entities. Now, if you're a parent, guardian, putting information for a minor child, you can click that. My guess is that will not apply in most situations. Then we got the beneficial owner FinCEN ID that you can put there, or an exempt entity if your entity happens to be exempt. That is pretty rare. Then we fill out the beneficial ownership. So we'll say individual's last name. So for this, we'll just put last. First name, we put first. Middle and suffix aren't required. You can put those in if you want. Date of birth is required, so we'll put January 1st of, just say 1970 in there. And then the residential address. So let's say the residential address is different than the business address. We have put the business address at 123 Fake Street, so we'll put this at 456 Fake Street. We'll just put Salt Lake City and United States here. And then the state is Utah again. Again, put your own information in there, obviously, that applies to your entity. And then document type. So here's where we need to upload some kind of an identifying document. And it's got a list here. You got the state-issued driver's license, a state, local, tribe-issued ID, a U.S. passport, or a foreign passport. For our purposes, we'll put a state-issued driver's license. We'll make up a number here. Again, use your own number from whatever document you're using. And then where is that issued from? So here we have the United States in Utah, we'll say. And then we have to upload that actual document. So we'll choose it from a folder here. Here we have our driver's license, so we'll attach that. Now, if you have more than one owner, you would go back up to the top here and add a beneficial owner, and then you'd go through and fill that information out for the other owner, or however many owners you have, and then you would add an identifying document image for each of those owners. Now you see it doesn't have a place where you put ownership percentage, so we're just reporting who owns the entity in one way or another. For now, we'll just remove that second owner. We'll just say it's a one owner. Click next. Then for some reason it brings you all the way down to the bottom of the screen, but you actually have to scroll up a little bit and put in a email address and then confirm that email. We'll just put in a fake one, obviously put in your own, and then first name, last name, and then agree here, and then click the CAPTCHA. It'll have you answer some questions about things. We can click on that. I'm human. Please click image containing animal jumping or flying. For some reason, this is images of elephants jumping or flying. I'm not sure why that is, but that should be. So there, we're verified, we are human. Then you can submit that BOR. I'm not going to submit this one, obviously, because it's a bunch of fake information. But you submit that, and you are done. You're taken care of with that BOI report.